Welcome everybody, we are starting into our ESO housing hike. I'm J.R. Ellis, and we are going to go and casually tour some player houses in the Elder Scrolls Online, and seeing what you can do with the cool furnishings, cool houses, some creativity and design, infinite possibilities. We have 9 houses to tour this week on the PC EU server. This is something I do live each week at twitch.tv/JREllis. You're always welcome to join in during the live stream, or if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, it helps a lot. And we'll go get some decoration inspiration. I'll get some screenshots along the way and post those on my website, spicyeconomics.com. Thousands of pictures of ESO housing. Maybe get some project ideas. Or we'll just go and enjoy these today and see some love that's been put into these. Been touring a couple of Ukapala's houses each week. They had a long list for me, but I thoroughly enjoy visiting their more character-driven houses. So there's like lots that you can do with the housing editor in ESO, with all the different furnishings and the different houses. So you can play to different characters, different styles. You can get creative with how you place furnishings, and really, like, the furnishing choices end up mattering a lot as far as, you know, who is this character that lives here. Lots of times people take this more kind of like down to earth, you know. You have your character, you have 15 characters in ESO, however many you've made, and you can give them a bit of personality, some hobbies, and play up to that. So in this case, we have some sort of, it's mostly Argonian architecture, a little bit of Wood Elf mixed in. You definitely don't have to stay to just one. Maybe things like the book choices here, like Argonians Among Us or Quama Mining, those might be more Argonian types of things. So I would guess that they're an Argonian, given that it's a humble mud here. They worship Sithis. They meant to some things. They have a couple of soul gems there. Maybe a little bit of a darker type of element going on with that, or maybe don't read into it. It's always interesting to try to interpret how this character might be versus how the homeowner actually thought through it. Just a really nice design. Like, you can definitely see this as a livable space, though, right? So you have, like, the fireplace and different hobbies being represented, a couple of or like crafts that they might be employed with, and just a living space up above with a bed. Religion and things like that being incorporated as well. Dubat says, Sithis represents change in Murkmire. Okay, good deal. Lived in space, but not too cluttered, right? I think everything's displayed very well. Okay, and we'll keep going along to Ukapala's Barbed Hook. We'll see what this one's like. There's no particular theme to my weekly housing hike. I do this on both PC EU and PCNA each week. See, lots of different styles. Sometimes they're character builds, sometimes they're more modern, sometimes they're just more artistic. Lots of different things you could do with the editor. Editor is very versatile, where you can mush different furnishings together and come up with your own creative cobbles that way too. Saying a guest journal from the Essential Housing Tools add-on. Okay, Barbed Hook. What do we have here? We have marble, red guard, a couple of high elf things here too. Maybe not a particular style, but I do like the benches. You know, these are just stone benches, so if you see a stone bench, you might want to soften it up with like the pillow rules here as armrests. Makes it a little bit more livable. Okay. Blue seems to be a theme. Could be faction. Could be Daggerfall Covenant. Or Bretons are more associated with blue. Hard to tell sometimes. Again, it says a nice living space. It definitely feels like a character could live here. You know, they have their adventurer's backpack. They sometimes are able to catch a break from their adventures and write down some of their thoughts, preserve some of those, get some sleep every once in a while. They have a hobby, which is art here. So they have the artist easel, turning that painting around. You get a nice blank canvas there to work with. So it's empty. It's empty. I have yet to start this painting. Wonder what they will put up on that canvas. Seems like they've already done this one. More high elf. Nice blue sky. General theme here is browns and blues. Those colors tend to go pretty well together. Okay, good deal. Thank you, Ukapala. And up next, Sir Gain. Hammerdeath Bungalow. Okay. Unfamiliar name for me. Don't really know what to expect. They say that this is a build on the outskirts of a small village. So maybe a bit more rural. We'll see here. They say... Oh, they're here. They're here. They're waiting for me. Cool. A home of a Reachman warrior and their student. Ooh, so who is who? Am I the student? Am I the warrior? I could be the warrior. Are you the warrior? Or are you the student? It's always fun when the homeowner is here. Skip the garden. It has a garden? Oh. I'm so sorry, Ukapala. I'll have to go back. Okay, good. Sorry about that. No, go back. Oh, we'll enjoy this one for now. I was confusing it with Snug Pod. Snug Pod doesn't have a courtyard, but Humble Mud does. Okay. Thank you for catching that. Okay, Reachman Warrior. Reachman Warrior. It's kind of interesting because Reachmen are people too. You don't get that sense from the they're kind of like the antagonists in Greymoor. Kinda. You don't really meet very many individual Reachmen. They're just like a threat. They encroach into Western Skyrim. And there's tension there. So it's interesting to see Reachmen here. Reachmen are people too. Oh, I love just the placement of the map here with the candlelight and the goblet. It's like they're pondering. They're pondering over what they can do. I really like the subtle... You can get these maps by doing, from the antiquity system, each of the general goods merchants sells the map for the zone that you are in, as long as you have the Pathfinder achievement for it, so you can go around to more than 20 different zones, collect all the different maps. So here we have Hrothgar map, I believe. Reachmen are the antagonists in most of the Elder Scrolls games. Well, make that what you will. Guess I don't know a lot about them. Seems like they're tending to some wounds here. Ooh, might have had a skirmish. I like this as a end table. This is actually the seat of the Snow Prince antiquity. I like it being used in this kind of more creative way, just kind of like nice blocky end table. Looks good. Has a nice flat bottom on it. Doesn't soak up the blood. Works well. Okay, anything... I really love this indoor garden too. Just so Reachman Warrior. So what would they have here that would kind of indicate that? Like the war drum, or the map. It's kind of make me plotting their next moves. Yeah, it looks really good here. Very, very detailed. Again, thinking about how your character lives, What do they eat? What are their dietary restrictions, or what would be most appropriate? Polished ivory here on the table is interesting. Given the context of it, I don't even know if this is what they meant. It kind of just looks like a radish, or like some sort of like a rooty vegetable. I don't know if I should be reading that into it, but it kind of looks like food, and given that there's nothing else but food around it. You got creative with the placement. What are the big white things called? Starchy root vegetable of some sort. Anyway, beautiful. Love it. Love the feast. Enough for their student. Oh, the student must live here then. Sleeps here. Parsnip. Maybe a parsnip. Parsnip would be a good one. Could be a rolling pin too. Oh yeah, that could be. Maybe if they had like the flour on the table, it'd look more like a rolling pin. Looks cozy. It does. It looks super like a character house. I love it. Thank you, Sir Gain. Thank you for inviting me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Ukapala because I missed an entire half of their house. Let's go see. Let's see what Ukapala has in their courtyard. What do we have? We have the Argonian with the Sithis statue, and maybe. Let's see what they have in their courtyard. Courtyard you can usually do a little bit more with. It's a bit more open with the sky above. I always feel like the open areas are less restrictive. Oh, man. Pretty. Glad I came back. Okay, this definitely feels more like an Argonian, swampy, kind of a farm area. Okay, good deal. So we have all of our mushrooms, swampiness, shrine here. A little bit magical. Pray to the Atronach here. Gorgeous fairy garden. Yeah, lovely colors going on. Definitely different types of Argonian styles too, because sometimes it's just kind of like brown muddiness, and then sometimes it's just like the color and variety of all the weird and wild plant life. We kind of get that with like the bright throat. Different colors going on. Arconians can be vibrant, right? Love it. Colorful. Full of being at peace with nature. Mini hist. Oh, is that supposed to be... Wait. Oh, this is like a mini hist. Oh, I see. Little, baobab. Yeah, looks good there. With the wind chimes. Wind chimes are always nice. Oftentimes that's a consideration. Sound is important. Lights are important for your house. There are a couple of things that will be tagged audible, or lights, or animated. Those can be good things to include in your house to give it a little bit more life, a little bit more of a kick, a little bit more realistic that way too. I always like this little bamboo. Little chimes. Okay. Good deal. Thank you for letting me come back. We'll keep moving along. We're going to go to Aya Lockhart's Gorner Estate up next. They have a Nord homestead and some sort of a secret I don't know what that means. I don't know. They said that the number 287 will mean something to me. I have one guess as to what it could be, and that could be they might have 287 of one furnishing. That's going to be my guess. Maybe it'll be something else. I don't know. What does 287 mean to you? Is it something special? Lore thing? Okay, a Nord Homestead. Oh, it's like through the woods. Ooh, gonna totally break my ankle on this. Oh. I like how the foot kinematics broke my ankle just right then. Oh no, oh, all the ankle breakiness. My ankle breaky heart. Let's see, go. I'm going through. Oh, oh. They use 287 of these wood elf. Oh man, they really changed this up. Wait, what house is this? It's Gorner Estate. Gorner has pods, which I don't even see. So they really changed this up. Lay83 with a follow. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so we have a Nord Homestead. So we have a nice stable with horse butts. It's always a question. Do you make your horses face into the stable or face out? It's okay. It's okay, horses. You don't have to hide your faces. Good troughs. Oh, lovely waterfall. Built up with the Somerset Achievement furnishing. With the goat. I like the goat on a rock. I wonder if people will be able, with the character pathing, to have their goats go up weird rock faces. It will suddenly make sense why it's so weird with the pathing, where some things will just like float up. Maybe it'll make sense with the goat. I like the placement here. There's a couple of like mossy rocks. You don't have to get super fancy with it. Waterfall is the fancy part there. Nice. So many players who tried it, they can. Oh, good. We'll have some good goat builds going forward. Ooh, I like the fake cellar here. Just using a wardrobe here, just angling it down. Crafting area. I like how they built this up a little bit. A little bit of an elevation. Makes sense with like the cellar underneath. You know, adding some stairs, adding them elsewhere platforms here, adding the walls as the flooring, having the Murkmire ramps, just as a kind of like a low set fence. Really nice structure going on here. The shingled roof. I love that. Oh, inside. Fancy, fancy. So they said Nord Homestead. Using a couple of, I think, orcish beds, and then the snow bear pelts, just kind of as a blanket, or the cow rugs. Moo. Ooh, I really like this. I've seen this before. I've showed this off before. I'm trying to remember what's on the other side of it. It's I think it's one of the antiquities. You flip it around, and it looks like this. And then you can kind of showcase whatever you want there. It looks very good. It's going to come to me at some point. It's the... They'll come to me. Anyway. Oftentimes, it's about like how we saw with the paintings, flipping around to get blank canvas. Lots of times you want the blank look, right? Then you can do that. I see cow skins seem to be a bit of a theme here. Should I be intimidated? Oh no, so many horns. Ah. Nice kitchen area. Like how they have the trough outside for the horses and the trough inside for a good, like, sink basin. All the sausage. Lovely. Putting that poison maker cabinet up high. Kind of like get the, maybe some of the valuable spices and things every once in a while out of that. I mean, it feels like a really good practical type of a Nord kitchen here, right? It feels like a useful space. I always like people using things creatively, even like these little Solitude Noble end tables here, just sinking those down, so you just get this a little bit of a shelf unit underneath. Oh no, nobody recognizes what furnishing this is. Well, it's gonna come to me. What is it? It's a... Oh, no, I think I know what it is. I think it's the back of the Ornate Solitude wall mirror. I think that's it. That was the last furnishing I learned to craft. I know how to make all of them again. Until the next update. Then I'll be 31 behind. They're introducing 31 furnishings with the craftable furnishings with Stonethorn. I said something about a secret. I don't think I've discovered a secret yet. Nice Nord home. Now, if I had to guess, they said 287. Do you think 287 is the amount of wood elf pelts here? I think it might be. That's a lot of wood elves. I used half of their furnishing limit just for the roof. I like how they have those Pyandanian dragon sea serpent statues. Kind of matches that kind of like stave church type of a architecture style. Yeah, that is a lot of wood elves. Maybe... Okay, wait, there's one more thing. Oh, magical thing. This feels more like a secretive type of a place. We have the basin, the water. Can I get behind the waterfall? Can I go through the waterfall? Oh, I fell through the waterfall. Oh, cool. Oh, there is a secret. Ooh. It's a... altar of some sort. Nordic altar. Lovely. This is achievement furnishing with a horn from Eastmarch. Okay, cool little hiding spot. I'm actually really impressed that they got that to work. Can I get back out of here? That's a good question. Okay. Yeah, it's super well hidden. Yeah, I see that they just placed the water just right. Angled it just right. So that you could walk through it. Oh, it's cool. Okay, there's something special here, just for me, just for me. What did Lockhart hide here? Just for me? What would a Nord leave as a guest for their cow friend, of which they've slaughtered many other cows to make their house, and wood elves? They've left a horn! Oh no! Hostile. Maybe that was from a friend of mine. Must have been. Well, at least I have a memento. Beautiful. Thank you, I Lockhart. Very creative. Okay, good deal. Oh, that's fun. I really like it. Okay. Next up, 2 homes from Anandark, who has an amazing build style. Let's see again if they've continued with their kind of very... feels like you're just out adventuring in Tamriel somewhere type of a style. You found a secret delve spot or a cave or something. That's how Anandark usually goes with. Very realistic style. But we'll see. Oh, this first one is actually a little bit different. They said that this was their first attempt at a Dwemer build. So something a little different for Anandark. Okay, cool. And definitely keeping with that, it seems like we have stumbled across some sort of a dwarven ruin here. Plants are growing up, metal pieces all over. Fountain still inexplicitly flowing, though. It's always a weird thing about dwarven architecture, is somehow things still work centuries and millennia later. Okay, man, this looks really good. Ooh. Oh man, I feel bad about this. This is the luxury furnishing from a couple weeks back. It's just like a little altar pillar. I was wondering if people were going to use it just for the nice texture on it, and now I'm feeling like I didn't buy enough of them. Yeah, luxury furnishing vendor pops up once a week, and then the things are gone for another year. Usually had to stock up. Okay, yeah, this looks really good with fountains, pipes, some of them broken, some of them still working and steaming, though. Looks like this kind of continues through. More over this way. What do we have over this way? All the wall machineries, sintered piles, going up to some sort of a secret place. Ah, workshop. Workshop up here. Oh, I have a precursor workshop. Trying to keep the walls up here with the support beams. Okay, good deal. Still getting some ventilation. No, this was a different rock. I haven't seen anybody use that rock from last week. The Dark Elf one. There's a Daedric writing on it. And workshop. Oh, well, some sort of an adventurer came through here. I guess a spider got him. So there were some dwarven pieces on the luxury vendor a couple weeks back, so I think they maybe drew some inspiration from that. So, lots of these are sourced from different places. A lot of these are craftable clockwork style furnishings, like the boxes and the tables. Some of them are luxury furnishing pieces, like the map up there. And then some of them are kind of uniquely sourced. You kill factotums and fabricants in Clockwork City. You can get these body pieces or gears. So all sorts of different sourcings for furnishings. One add-on I recommend for that is the Furniture Catalog add-on. That will tell you a lot about whether things are craftable, or if they're home goods furnishings, or if they're luxury furnishings, or achievement furnishings. It helps a lot. Okay, yeah, this feels like a very high density. Actually, this is one thing I love about Anandark style, which is I think Anandark kind of fills a niche that we don't really get with a lot of the delves in ESO, because you might get to a place and it might look kind of like this, but with like a third as many furnishings. And so I think this just kind of speaks to, well, what if you have more packed in? It feels a bit more full, a little bit more, in this case, a little bit more ruinous with all the rocks and the plants growing up. So I love what Anandark is able to do, kind of being inspired by different places of Tamriel, and then making it just a little bit more elevated than I think even the world builders are capable of doing. I think that they probably have to keep the density of the models a little lower just for performance reasons. I love it. I know, I love it. Okay. We'll keep going. If you like this one, we have one more from Anandark, a Snug Pod. This will be not Dwemer. Okay. Third person, you're amazing. Thank you, appreciate ya. Western Shuriken Gaming says, absolutely love this. Yeah, love it, love it. Anandark is like an inspiration for like housing peoples everywhere. At least I hope so. Nothing but praise. Okay, Anandark, Snug Pod. They have a shrine. Ah, Arkay Shrine. Oh, very just subtle here. It's like we're down in a well. Maybe it's been repurposed. Maybe there's a secret pathway down here. Seems to have been closed off. Not fully abandoned, though. The lit candles definitely... I always read into lit candles, as in... Lit candles indicate that somebody is still paying homage here. Somebody is coming here, and they asking for Arkay's blessing. So we have Bane of Vampires. I don't really know much about Arkay. Who does Arkay benefit? I only know who doesn't like Arkay. Who's an Arkay fan? Yeah, this is Snug Pod, which is incredible because Snug Pod is a pod, just like a little egg shape. And so what Anandark has done here is just covered everything up. So this is entirely repurposed. And just mostly taking the one furnishing here, which is a big statue, and building up around it. Again, showing some signs of just time taking over this. It's been here a long time. Things growing up. Branches, or these wouldn't necessarily, these would be more like roots. So it's using the branches as roots growing through. So I imagine that you would have some trees growing up around outside, and they're very old, extended their roots deep down here, and continue to grow, and then kind of breaking this up. Okay, and this is a lovely build. Things like the subtle mist here gives it a bit more atmosphere. Kind of lets the light proc off that too. Lockhart. Oh, Lockhart confirms it was 287 wood elf hides. Oh, good. Never enough. Okay, thank you, Anandark. Palimpsest up next. Forsaken Stronghold. I love Palimpsest build style. It's been able to make some amazing mechanical creations, and others as well. So I'll see what they have here in their Forsaken Stronghold. Redcoat ESO with a follow. Hey, I appreciate that. Oh wait, you have like a party here. Palimpsest. Oh, you do have a party here. Like 7 people here. Wow. So this structure has all been built up. None of this exists by default in the Forsaken Stronghold courtyard. Oh, they're building it up right now, even as we speak, making repairs. So we have a forge. If anybody is here from Palimpsest group, let me know. Oh, you're here. Let me know about like your guild. If you're recruiting or anything that you want to plug here, put that in the Twitch chat. That'd be great. So using display cases, again, using all these structural pieces to make this extra creation here. Can we go up into it? Oh, we can. Cool. Oh, I love this. Just using... I haven't seen enough people using these. It's like using the Solitude table, the round table. Solitude with Greymoor has tons of these rustic style furnishings. They just have really good textures to them. So think of ways of repurposing them. In this case, it kind of looks like a clock face. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's very happening in here. Very modern, especially with the windows. It's a feast. It's a feast. We have food and eggs. Might be breakfast time. We have sausage and ham. Must be for our guild then. Oh, I love this window using a wine rack. It's like a nice closed window look. Clever, clever. Trying to figure out where everybody is. Lovely kitchen with all the metalwork. Very modern look to it. Very, non-private bath area here. It definitely has a Nord sense. I suppose Nords wouldn't have any shame in bathing right here while everybody eats breakfast. You know, you can stay within earshot, tell stories to one another. You know, start your day right? Nice and refreshed. Maybe there's too much of an emphasis on privacy in player houses. I'm always like, oh, I love these dividers, or I like how they broke this up with a wall. Just throw the bathtub out there in the middle of everything. No shame. Oh, it's for their laundry. Oh, it could be for laundry. Either way. I bet they use it for both. I love the look of it. Like, just even the wheel up above, you can kind of, like, control the water flow. Ukapala says, in Viking societies, everybody lived in one long house, and modesty in the modern meaning wasn't a thing. See? There you go. I don't know if that's what Palimpsest intended, but there we go. Farino. Fire no with a follow. Thank you, appreciate that. Pyroman35 with a follow. Oh, I just love this, like, with the, long couches are in the background. Just fun, soft look. Get some drinks. Spice things up. Oh. I would like to think that this is one positive thing that maybe came out of my home goods furnishing contest I had 2 months ago. There's a lovely wheel that has this weird metalwork around the middle of it, and so we kind of sink that down into a table here, and you get an interesting looking metallic candle holder. I'd like to think my contest had fruits. Okay. I just love the look of this. Like, you look at any direction, and you just see something interesting, something that's used a little creatively. They're just kind of like fun designs. Looks like I can go up. Ah, fancy bed area. There's all the petals down below. Definitely give it a bit more of a romantic, soft look. Okay, and this is just like one part of the house, which is pretty impressive. Let's see, going back through. Using the big wine stomping tub. Sinking that down makes a good wooden planter here with the sand meditation ring. Big tree. It has a lot of focus here within the courtyard, right? Must be important. Old. Yeah, drinking areas out here too. Oh man, there's just like, I love just how much detail has been put into this. Definitely a very, like, fun-loving type of a place, too. Let's see, what are we working on? I'd like to think that this is, like, mead, but it might just be industrial waste. Either way, it could be a distillery. Is it a distillery? Maybe it is mead. This would be how a distillery would work, right? You heat things up, boil it off, and then get more concentrated. That must be what it is. I like how we're keeping with the Nord theme. Or it could just be it must be that. It must be a distillery. I like it. It feels like home. As much drinks as you need. That's actually a really good use of this Gold Coast keg. It feels more like... It makes more sense in like an industrial setting than as is. Big achievement furnishing from Gold Coast that you can go and buy. It's like 50,000 gold. But it's like comically huge as an actual keg to use, but in a more like manufacturing setting, makes a lot more sense. Cider? It could be cider. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, they have like all sorts of apples everywhere. Wait, how are you walking on that? Oh, they actually added a... they added a little extra... This is clever. Normally, this Forsaken Stronghold has this weird roof here that slopes, and if you hop on it right here, you actually slide off, so they've added just a little bit of a wall up above, so you don't slide off, because the walls have different collision. Okay, well, I'm going to keep exploring this place, so we have all sorts of fun things. The grinder hasn't been used in ages. Wonder what that means. Maybe the harvest was long ago. Oh, we have like a log cutting area too. At least that's kind of what it looks like. Kind of strip the log. Slice it up. They ruined the fun slide. No, no, no. They changed it up. Anything up this way? Or up there? Maybe, maybe. I'll go... Oh. The cobwebs here definitely seem to indicate I shouldn't go inside. I'm just going to ask if it's just the courtyard, just the courtyard, right? I would think that they used almost all their item cap just for the building here, which is thoroughly enjoyable. With the goats. Stronghold is forsaken after all. Sonia says, I know how you feel. I literally stay awake until 3 a.m. for these streams, but so tired now. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, yeah, this is an issue with it being on EU a lot of the time. Do these on EU. Only the garden. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna, Okay, they say it's just that. Okay, not going inside because they say... Okay, that's it. Just don't want to miss anything, just in case. So, taking this a little bit differently. So, they have 600 item slots for the Forsaken Stronghold. It's a fairly big space. Well, instead of decorating the inside of it, they devoted all of it to this one corner. So, it definitely feels very dense here, very full, livable space, good, like, community workspace. And it's great. Amazing what you can do with so much detail. Oh, Aussie, I see. Aussie time would be a little different. Okay, thank you so much. I think I saw everything then. I shall say thank you all. Mind if the chicken will mind if I grab an egg? Chicken is watching me and judging. Amazing, amazing. Okay, good deal. They say thank you for the visit. Oh, thank you again. I'll have to ask about going to your Hall of the Lunar Champion next week. They have an amazing, amazing Japanese-style house there. I feel like the guild participated places everyone. Moo in the house, that's right. I'll look their best. Okay, up last we have 2 houses from Omerheart. Toured many of Omerheart's homes before. Tends to go with a kind of in Tamriel role-playing type of a feel. I think that they mostly play Imperial characters, and so might be played up to that, though I think this first one might not necessarily be a character build. We'll see, we'll see. I've done lots of housing hikes, man. I went through counting. I've done many, many, many hikes and contests throughout the years at this point. Okay, hundreds, actually. Beautiful. Okay, so they have a cave somewhere along Western Skyrim. That's how they describe this. So maybe... Oh, seems like somebody has taken refuge up in this cave, though. So the cave... Seems like the entrance to the cave must be up from the surface there. You fall down to it, maybe you can climb up it, maybe you climb up the tree and then go up the branches and then you can get out. Or you can go deeper into the cave here. I like how they blocked this off. I think that they used a... Ooh, clever. They just used the rock there. It's so black. From Cold Harbor. Just to block off the entryway. But it looks like it could go deeper into the cave. Kind of broken up here. A cave somewhere along western Skyrim. I wonder if we'll find anything interesting. Oh, ruins. Oh, wasn't expecting that at all. Cool. Still very pumping, steaming here. All the little spiders. Mechanical spiders everywhere. Really good use of this. Different craftable dwarven pieces I see. I don't actually see these used very much. They're stupidly expensive to craft for one thing. Yeah, good look all around. I see the bottom of a pew here has good kind of metallic edges to it. So it just kind of makes this interesting kind of structural piece up above. Okay, good deal. So a cave, dwarven ruins everywhere. Just a little rock for Dibella. What do we have here? We have minerals in the cave, and somebody has taken up refuge. Who lives here? What can you tell about them? They have a lot of fish. They have cooked fish. They have cooking fish, and they have fresh fish. All sorts of fish. It would make me think that there must be a lake or a river somewhere near the cave entrance, right? Maybe hunting things as well. Preserving things for the off-season. Probably gets cold here. Probably keep the fire going. Good look all around. We do have a loyal pupper companion. They read. They are a fan of Akatosh. Okay. Maybe a little bit of a blacksmith here too. And then they have a couple things just kind of stored away here. They have swords and fabrics and crystals. Maybe those would be like soul gems or something. Magical component to them. Just like a really good look all around here. Like it definitely feels like somebody could like live and work here. But very isolated. Shutterbug says, I might as well give up decorating. I'll never be this creative. These sums are amazing. Well, the point of this is to, well, for one thing, just to enjoy them. And maybe think about what you can do style-wise. Like, kind of like, oh, I really like what they did with the rocks there. This can be really subtle types of things, right? Is that our homeowner? It's not actually. Probably a guildie. Omerheart does a lot of, I don't know the name of their guild, but they have a, role-playing guild on EU. I just always roleplay as myself. Come and sit here and talk about how great the Imperials are, right? Win in Rome. Okay, not gonna get any fish otherwise. Oh, Bomb Silence with bits. I really appreciate that. Oh. What the heck is that? My computer's doing weird stuff. Okay, good deal. Bob Silence, thank you. Appreciate that. All love. Easy zombie killer. Easy zombie killer. With a follow, thank you. Welcome to our housing hike. We're actually about wrapped up at this point. This is fun. Like, just a lot going on with it. Kind of with a cave entrance, a livable space, and then this other ruinous dwarven space up here. Like, just able to put a lot into this build, right? Okay, and last one is going to be another home from Omerheart, and then we'll wrap up. We'll do some giveaways for Twitch chat. Omerheart has a Cyrodiilic jungle house. Say that this has some Imperial camp vibes. Okay, good deal. Smaller home. That last one was the House of the Silent Magnifico. It's like a really not big space, so using no more than 400 items in that one. So you have to be very economical with how you pick how you are going to change things. Like, a lot of times, how you present your house has to do a lot just with, like, the trees and the plants and the rocks that you choose. So the very first thing that you ought to familiarize yourself with housing in ESO are the home goods furnishing vendors, because those are going to have all these very kind of basic furnishings that you can use to set where your house and your build is supposed to be. And then you use kind of like the more crafted furnishings to kind of show off how the people there live. So here we go. Imperial camp vibes. Very dense jungle. Threats about. Probably very recently cleared out. Oh, this is overlooking Bandari? I think it's overlooking Bandari Trading Post. So it's in the jungle. In the jungle. Have an Imperial warhorse. And a camp. People to look out for. Orders. Do you think they're here temporarily, or do you think they'll keep moving along? Weaponry. Oh, good use with the spear. Looks very sharp and dangerous, so it's kind of a fixing kitchen knife on the end of the pole there. Perfect. Military stretcher for the wounded. Love the Cyrodiilic jungle house. I'm super excited about Stonethorn because we're getting some really big blue tents, so they're actually going to be craftable. This tent right here is from it's a forward camp from Cyrodiil. Yeah, one thing that's really cool is that if you're leveling up in the Alliance War, like nearly every level or every other level, you unlock a new furnishing that you can purchase from the Cyrodiil Achievement Furnisher. Lots of siege weaponry and cool stuff there. And you can buy those with AP. It's a little different. Piano's been drinking. Says great use of this home. Oh, I think so. Definitely get the sense that they're still on the move because there's like dirt and everything everywhere. They're just kind of dealing with the elements. Definitely not setting up roots here. Okay, and I think that will do it. Okay, good deal. Couple of baskets of fruit. I wonder if they went and harvested those from the forest, or maybe they went and traded with them from people down below. It's a good overview of the Bandari Trading Post. I'm actually super excited about one other thing coming with Stonethorn, which is character pathing. So you could have your house guests and maps and pets pace back and forth or to different points at different speeds. One thing that's unique about it too is that you could actually have people outside of the boundaries here, so you can actually push them out there, and then you could have the city be a bit more alive that way. We'll see if that is how it will be when it hits live. I think it will be, but that'd be interesting, because you could actually have your merchant or something going about down there. That'd be cool. Okay, and we will wrap up here, then we'll do giveaways for Twitch chat. Okay, good deal. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Fish head stew for everybody. Seems to be the theme. Beautiful. Okay, so this has been our EU housing hike. And again, this was streamed live at twitch.tv/jhartellis. You're always welcome to join during the live stream. Or if you're watching YouTube VOD, please subscribe. It helps a lot. And we do lots of contests and tours at the channel, so looking forward to more fun with ESO housing. And I'll put screenshots of these builds up at spicyeconomics.com in case you missed those. You can get some ideas there, and that'd be great. And yeah, so enjoy another housing hike next week. Yeah. All fun, all fun. So we saw tons of different types of creative builds today. A lot more like character lived in types of builds. Seems to be a pretty common theme on the EU housing hikes especially, but we'll do an NA one tonight too. And thank you everybody for coming and having fun with it. I hope that you got some ideas or that you enjoyed these. You can do lots with housing. Like really, really change things up. So have fun with it and stay spicy. Moo.